had the audacity
Never thought I'd see the day when we needed audacity in order to ask a general question. Viewer discretion is advised.
to ask me what I brought to the table, which is crazy because in 2025, are we still asking this question? Okay.
Yes, in 2025, men are still asking this question because women refuse to answer it. And a lot of the time, the ones that do answer it, it's never an actual answer. It's just some long, drawn-out response about a whole bunch of shit that has nothing to do with the actual question. All we're asking is, how are you going to be a benefit to us? We're not in this relationship just to give you shit. We want to know what we're getting as well. It's supposed to be an exchange between two people in a healthy manner. It's no different from when you
Fair exchange is no robbery.
ask a man, what does he do for work? You're asking that question because you want to understand how his line of work benefits you. How much money is he making? That money that he's making is a direct benefit to you. It's the same fucking concept.
But nonetheless, he asked me the question. I said, well, nothing. I don't bring anything to the table. He said, I can never date a woman like you. Great. You're not in my caliber of man anyway.
I'm judging the guy for even asking. I am absolutely judging him for even trying to have that conversation with her. Like, okay, why?
What?
Okay, let me start off by saying I don't think any man asked her this. Let me just get that out the way first. Secondly, in what space were you guys in order for him to ask you this question if he wasn't your caliber of man? I'm 100% sure random men are not just walking up to you and asking you, what do you bring to the table? There had to be some kind of conversation.
Shout out to this content creator. Shout out to this content creator because she's talking about, oh, he's not in the caliber of guys. Why was he? The math insists. The math
Of some sort that allowed him to ask this question. And thirdly, why would you be disingenuous to a person that you actively engage in a conversation with? If you have something that you are willing and ready to put on the table for a man that you are seeing a future with, why not just say what it is? And for the record, a lot of y'all don't answer that question because it forces you to verbalize your actual value in the relationship.
And they got
A
none.
woman's value is more than just her having kids. And I would hope that if you do decide to have kids for that man, that is something you want as well, which would mean it's a joint decision or a joint benefit to the both of you. A lot of y'all don't cook, a lot of y'all don't clean. So we're trying to figure out, okay, where is the benefit coming from by having you in my corner? Plus, in today's day and age, the value of a woman isn't as apparent as y'all make it seem. A lot of y'all are very different from what the average man believes y'all to actually be. So in order to make things clear, that's where the question fits. Because having you means that I have to protect and provide. Those two things alone are critical essentials to life itself. Without those two things, you don't have anything. So if I'm going to put myself in that kind of position, I would like to know, what is it that I am getting in return for this effort? Why do y'all make it so fucking difficult? Oh, you know, I know why. Because a lot of y'all ain't got shit to fucking offer. Besides some cat. But you know what? That's not a conversation you want to have with me. And I know.
No, shout out to this content creator. He always bring logic because for the life of me, I do not understand why they get so triggered at the question. Is it the words, the choice of words? Like, because what do you bring to the table and how do you benefit my life and what do you bring to the relationship and what value to you add? It's the same kind of questions. It's the same, just different words. But this mampy, like, come on now. All jokes aside, I think it is, if you want a viral moment on TikTok, there are certain topics you should touch on. Topics like men are dusty, men don't provide, my baby daddy trash, men asking what you bring to the table, men don't do this, men don't do that. Basically, complain about men. And your video will go viral as this. Best believe, if my channel was about complaining about men, I would have over 100k subscribers a long time ago. If I was supposed to sit here and say, let me tell you why I went to the date last night while I was doing makeup. I went to the date yesterday and this guy asked me what I bring to the table. Why is he asking me what I bring to the table? Listen, you know this. We know this. We all with common sense know this. And this is why we don't take it too seriously. We just point and laugh. Because anybody who would get offended by a question, okay, what can you bring to the relationship? How can you benefit the relationship? How can you add value to this relationship? Is a person who ain't got no value at all. And like I always say, this is why they go so against coffee dates, because a coffee date is when you ask those questions. A coffee date is when you dig deeper and you ask those intimate questions. Meanwhile, a dinner date, you can't really have those conversations. It's not a setting for those kind of conversations. So this is why they refuse coffee dates, because they don't want to get too deep and they want to eat clearly. Listen, no shade, no bashing, no anything. It's for entertainment purposes only, because come on now, if in big old 2025 you are getting offended by somebody asking how can you benefit my life, you are the problem. And the fact that she's using her platform to complain about this man because she know that women are going to back her up, women are going to agree with her, highlights the kind of dating market we got going on in 2025. So when men say,
get to the chopper, what you got?
I don't want to be nobody's side chick.
because I want to be married. I'm out on my own. I've been holding it down on my own. It's hard because then it's hard. I tried and tried. I'm 32 with no kids.
What's hard about it?
But men these days, it's difficult because they want their cake and eat it too.
So if I talk to all your exes and ask them how did they experience you, what do you think they'd say?
They're going to give good stuff out. They're going to say I have a little attitude and my mouth is
How is that
slick,
good?
but that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah. They going to say good stuff. They going to say I'm independent.
Who gives a shit about, no disrespect, man. Who gives a shit that you're a functioning adult? Nobody cares that you've been holding it down. That means you're taking care of yourself. But you say, they're going to say you got an attitude and a slick mouth. And that's it?
And that's it. As if
Why do you?
that is the biggest red flag ever.
Red flag when nothing know, red flag when you no see it.
That's it.
What makes women like you think that that's acceptable?
I speak my mind. If nothing don't feel right, then
That's why you're alone. That's why you're alone.
It's hard. I don't want to be
No,
alone.
no. It's not hard. It's not hard. Acting right shouldn't be this hard. What do you do for a living?
I'm a bus operator. I work for the city, drive buses.
You just do what the fuck you want to in the bus. You just speed. You do whatever you want to. Don't obey the traffic laws.
I do.
Okay, so you can act like right when the white man's money's on the line. See how that works, gentlemen? See how that works when her holding it down is jeopardized, that white paycheck is on the line, then all of a sudden these sassy, slick mouth women, they can show act right. What you got?
Yeah, it
I don't
blows
wanna
my
be
mind.
nobody's
And it's
side chick.
honestly, it's all jokes aside. Because I think these women genuinely do not know how to keep a man. They do not know what men want. It blows my mind that they don't realize that they are the problem. So I can feel her. I can understand where she's coming from. It's hard. She wants a man. She don't want to do life alone. She don't want to be a side chick. But she just cannot connect the dots. She don't realize that what men want and what she's giving are opposites. As Black women, we were raised to think that being sassy and being combative and argumentative and not taking telling means that it gives us our power. It's going to make men want us because men want opinionated, sassy, always arguing, can't bring peace or nothing. When it's the complete opposite. It's a complete opposite, y'all. And it took me years to come to that realization. I was around 28, 29 when I came to that realization, like, dang, everything we were told to be is against what men want. And it's a sad reality. However, hear me out. After a certain point of not getting your desired results, when do you stop and say, wait, could it be me? No, because their narcissism will prevent them from acknowledging that they are the problem. As she said, the man is going to say, I'm argumentative. I'm not peaceful, but that's it. The biggest thing that men look for, and she's going to say, that's it. That just shows you the disconnect. That right there shows us just how huge the disconnect is. Going back to the arguments of what you bring to the table, the fact that they're going to get offended that men are curious. How would you benefit my life? How can we build a life together? What qualities that you have that will make me say, yes, I want you? And they're going to get offended at that question. The disconnect is real, y'all. And that is why I use my channel to expose this. So hopefully a young woman can hear this and gain another perspective. I heard this perspective at 28. Hopefully they can hear it sooner than 28, because I was so close to the wall. I was looking at the wall when I got this perspective. And when I tell you, I know men don't live the same reality that women live. We were told, go to school, get your education, get a good job, and then a man is just gonna fall out the sky, and you're gonna live happily ever after. You're gonna have kids, and you're gonna move on. Men, because they weren't programmed like that, they for the life of them cannot understand how the hell we thought that was logical advice. It's like a foreign language to y'all. Like, who in their right mind thought that was accurate? But as a woman, if you hear that over and over and over again, there's no other evidence to show that that's not accurate, or mama's didn't have no man. So the only relationship we can go off of is the relationships we see on TV. And for the Cosby Show, for example, what's that showing us? A highly educated woman, got her degree, have a good job, but she has a husband and she have kids. So that confirms to us that, okay, yeah, the advice that I'm getting is actually accurate. It's not until we get out here in the dating world we realize, wait, the Cosby Show is just a show. And it's the unfortunate truth. I mean, I love to say we point and laugh, but honestly, it's a serious conversation we're having, because there are lots of women like this 32-year-old who find themselves on the dating market frustrated as hell. As I said, it's an unfortunate truth. And I don't blame men for not giving us the grace and understanding. I do not blame y'all, because the time it will take for y'all to give us the grace and understanding is wasting time. And a lot of these women don't even want to seek the information, much less. It would have been a different story if majority of women were actually doing the work to reprogram their mind and actually do what men want, but they're fighting against that. How on earth is somebody going to ask you what you bring to the table and you're going to find that offensive?
That don't make no sense.
So that highlights that not only were we raised to not know what men want, we are also not willing to become what they want. So when men say they're done, I can't blame them for being done. It would have been a different story if we were actually seeking the knowledge and becoming what men want. But if you become what men want, then you're a pick me. You're male identified. Like what? Anyways, y'all, go watch the next video that'll pop up on the screen, y'all. She talking about she refused to date a man who drives Uber, but she over here financially struggling to make ends meet. Like, how you broke, but you looking down on a man's hustle? You can't make this up. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care, guys.